Hey, so I'm sitting outside before rehearsal, so we'll see how much I can get done for you real fast this next part. I am starting with after her line where she talks about the soldier pretending to be soldiers and throwing dirt bombs at the church. So what did they sound like? What did they sound like? Sound like. I think you already know that one. She says, no, come on, you showed me a deaf guy's hand grenade, so come on, like just gesture, come on. You show me, so sign for show, but do it towards yourself. Show me a deaf guy, we're signing man, deaf guy's hand grenade. Just pick it up like she mimed it. Hand grenade, and have it explode here. And I'll stop playing my organ so fiercely, and fiercely needs to be like emphasized. And I will talk to her about that line too, because she did it this way and you voiced fiercely before. It needs to be a little bit more fierce looking. Anyways. You remember that? This is Oren. Oren comes in here. You're speaking much better, Oren. So you are speaking much better, Oren. So better. You don't have to do anything for much. Thank you. I've been working very hard. They talk about the kitchen. Excuse me, Jim. Sure. You know that one already. The next part is their conversation back and forth. May I come in? What is it you need her for, Oren? That's your next line. So can I? May I come in? What is it? So what do you need her for? Just point to her and then Oren. One thing I realized recently in your signs, and it's probably because my videos are from like here up and they need to be like from waist up, but typically I'm in my car and I can't back up any farther. A lot of your signs are too high. So like may I, it needs to be like down by your waist. You can't really see it, but can is more lower, and you're doing a lot of them up here because that's what you see me do in the video. So just keep in mind, if my elbows are out like this and I'm scrunched, it's probably because the sign needs to go lower. So can I or may I is just one example. Same with like drums. When you sign the flute and the drums, they were up here. Bring those down here lower. But that's my bad because you can't really see it. So that line, can I come in? Can needs to be down here. Can I come in? What is it you need her for, Oren? And just point to her wherever she is. Then Klein comes in. Sarah says a complaint. You say you're going to file a complaint. I'm not sure if you signed this one. I would assume you do, even though you're kind of interpreting for her. So I'll give you the sign for it. So you are going to file. So the sign for file is you take this, and it kind of goes up and over, but you do it towards the higher power. So file a complaint, and you take the claw and you just tap your chest once. Complaint. Your next line here, it's a lot between Sarah and Oren. Then you come in, Oren, hold it. So Oren, or just gives attention and hold it, or wait. I think you do hold it several times. Stupid person's horn distracted me. Sorry. Hold it this way, so you can sign wait, like hold it, and you just wiggle. You don't move. You don't go up. Anything. It's just hold it. You could do it one hand towards him wherever he's at. You're getting good at playing with those directional signs and knowing that they don't have to stay stationary in one spot. So keep doing that. You have a lot of gall, big-headed. Oren, excuse me for being here, but I have been cast in the role of Sarah's mentor. So there's not a sign for cast, really, and it just means that you are now called, or you are now referred to as her mentor in a non-serious way. It just means like you're her husband, you know. So for that, I think I've decided. So Oren, excuse me. So excuse, you just push it. Excuse me. But we're going to sign I now. I have been labeled or designated or titled Sarah's mentor. So mentor is like two people. There's one that's a little bit higher in status. The other's a little bit lower. So you see the height difference, and it's mentor. So it's like this, you shake 1, 2, and then person. So lay off her, huh? So the lay off, or just do the finish sign. So lay off her, huh? So that part is Oren, excuse me for being here. For just like, excuse me, I'm here, like for being here. But I have been cast in the role of Sarah's mentor. So lay off her, huh? She says, what are you saying? So this part, I think you'll still interpret it, because we don't want this one line to be James not signing and then they have to look at the interpreter for that. So I think we'll just have you turn away so she doesn't see what you're saying. Then she turns around, what are you saying? And you say, nothing. So shake the nothing. Nothing. It's between me and Oren. So the same us sign, it's me and him. And you could kind of put your hand out like it's between us. It's between me and Oren. But about me. But he's trying to protect you. Okay, the next part. You and Oren say this together. That's right. You know that part. She doesn't need, I think we've done this before, don't and need at the same time. She doesn't need either of us, at the same time again, either of us to protect her. Protect is making an X. Sometimes you can do it big like this. Protect her from, and then that's when you kind of just both stop. Time for from, you pull it towards yourself and you hook your finger when you do it. And that one's pretty English because I think you're all going to be saying it at the exact same time, so we'll keep it there. What time is it? Okay, I got time. The next line that James has is, what do you want me to do? We'll do this one. What do you want me to do? You already know that sign. Phone calls for several weeks. You probably don't have to sign this one, but it's easy and it will play well. So let's go ahead and do it. So phone calls, we're going to do it multiple. This one and then this one that just shows a bunch of them. So phone calls for several weeks, we can just do 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks. So you're just counting as you sign weeks and just do it repetitively. That encompasses the several part. We'll need a translator, Oh, I know the routine. So just, I already know. So like, I already know. I know the routine. I'm Mrs. Leeds' social secretary. We're not going to sign already because you just kind of signed it already. So I know the routine. Now, we're going to sign now. I'm Mrs. Leeds. We're just going to sign Sarah here. Mrs. Leeds' social. So social wiggles this way. And it doesn't mean exactly conceptually accurate for this part. But I think it's kind of funny because it's like when you're out and about mingling between people. So social secretary is like, think of it like if you have a pen that's not working, like the ink is not there, the ball of the ink, you lick it. So that's what the sign's from. So this and then write. So secretary. So lick the pen, draw something, and then sign person. That's the sign for secretary. You're sure you haven't gotten anything important? I forget. You sure there's not anything important that I've forgotten? So I said that a little bit off of the lines, but that's because I was saying the signs. And then we too, deaf, period. Oh, that's the next page. Sorry, my page. Okay, I totally like flubbed that line and I got myself all distracted. So I'm gonna start again with, I know the routine. I'm already Mrs. Leeds' social secretary. So, oh, I know the routine. I'm already Mrs. Leeds' social secretary. You sure you haven't got anything important I could do? You sure you don't have anything important I could do? Something with a prefix. We're gonna sign prefix is like boss. Something with like boss or Lord. We're not gonna sign, let me move this down. We're not gonna sign Lord like in Jesus, Lord, King, because that's not accurate and I don't want you to have to finger spell it. So we're just gonna do captain and then the sign for superior, but you're gonna still say Lord. So just meaning something with a formal title to it. So, you sure you haven't got anything important I could do? Something with a prefix in front of it, captain or Lord, something like that. I need someone who isn't afraid of a fight. I see, excuse me. I see, just you understand. I see, excuse me. And then you go to Sarah. If you're interested, I'm interested. If you interested, so okay, so I sign interested with middle fingers like this and I take it from my body and I pull them both out. Most men that I've seen do it with this instead. It's kind of like an X hand shape and they pull it out this way and do interested. So whatever feels better in your hands. It's not necessarily feminine or masculine either way, but that's just what I've noticed. So if you're interested, then I'm interested. Or you could do if you're interested and then lean in like eyebrows up if that's the case, then I'm interested. Me too. You can sign me too. So whatever feels easier for you on that. Your next line isn't until what? You know that sign when they're having their argument and you're trying to catch up with what's going on. Speaking to James. Good night, Jim. I'll be in touch. Yeah, fine. So fine can be like, I'm fine, or it could be like, fine. So depending on the speed, force, and motion. Fine, sure. Sure. I feel like everyone was talking in some far northern dialect of Hungarian there. What was that all about? I believe the sign, oh, I haven't done Hungary in a long time. I think it's you're pinching your finger like this and you have it on the side of your lip, and you take it kind of out like this and you flip it forward. Hungarian. Yeah, I think it's this way. Hungarian. I'll double check on that. I feel like everyone was talking, so I feel like everyone was talking. We're gonna sign talking this way because it was not talking, it was chatting, it was signs. So up and down C's, talking. In some far northern dialect of Hungarian. So just some, and just kind of having like far northern dialect, because we're not going to sign far and north and accent because those don't really make sense. So was talking in some far northern dialect of Hungarian over there, wherever the argument was, Hungarian. So what was that about? You can sign all about too, all about. So I feel like everyone was talking in some far northern dialect of Hungarian over there. What was that all about? Between Oren and me. And then you repeat here. Let's go ahead and stop that before we get into this next scene here, and I will mesh these two videos together because I goofed and it was weird. So I'll edit it to where they're one together. Okay, bye.